What's up, raw babes? And today I'm giving you very much raw. And today this is a very highly requested video. I know you guys have been begging me to hurry up and post it. This is a naked beat, what we call a naked beat in Miami. But as you guys may call it a Jada or Ari look, this is what it is inspired to today. So now we are going in and we're going to start using the Brow Ultra Slim by Maybelline. This is the pencil in the shade Ebony Brown, and I just started to fill in her brows. But before I fill in her brows, if you guys are new to the Raw Babes family, welcome. But if you already know how this go, I like to prep the brows with dual lash glue. It's one of my techniques I like to do to easy lay out those brows and make it flat and more easier for me to fill in. And it's also good for long lasting. Your brows will stay on all night, even for the next day. So if you guys want to try this method, you can try it and you'll love it. So the first step with the brows, I want you guys to make sure you are filling in very, very light. You shouldn't be filling in too harsh, because that will make your eyebrows harsh and it will make it look very black, and you will not see the details of their original hairs. Also, just follow along their original brow. Follow those hairs. Try not to go too big with the brows. Stay natural as possible, and also to finesse and bring detail for those brows, and also avoid a boxy brow in the front. Just go in and do little fake hairs going up so it can blend in with the brow and make it look like she just got her eyebrows threaded. You want the eyebrows to be very natural but still arched. conceal her brows, I went in with Tan Neutral from e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer, and I also went with Toffee Caramel from L'Oreal Infallible Wear Concealer. So I like to mix my concealers. I like to use one lighter shade for the bottom and a shade that is at least her skin tone for the top of her brows, so it can avoid a halo eye. And as you guys can see, we'll be going in with that one brown shade. You guys know my favorite palette, which is the Juvia's Place Warrior palette. And I love their browns. I love it so much. So I have so many palettes that loads up with that specific palette because I love the browns so much. So I'm just going in with that one shade of brown. You guys can use any type of brown. If you have a contour palette or any other little palette and you see a brown, just pop that brown onto that lid. Now I'll be getting ready to put on her lashes. So I went in with the dual lash glue along her lash line, and then I'll begin to prep her skin. I'll be going in with the Milk Grip Primer. This is one of my favorites. And also another one of my favorites, you guys really don't see as much, but this is the e.l.f. primer I like to use. It has a little tint to it, but I love it for the skin. And then dun, dun, dun. This is one of my favorite foundations, ladies, if you guys are new. But if you guys already know me, y'all know I have a love for this foundation. This is the 24-hour Super Stay Maybelline, which they don't have in stores anymore. If you find it, you are blessed, you are lucky. But this is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. So, and then I had to fall in love with NARS, but this is something that I always loved for years, even since I first started doing makeup, and I love it. So as you guys can see, this is how I like applying my foundation. If you guys just go straight into applying foundation, majority of the time is either you put the wrong skin tone or it's either you put too much foundation. So I like to do the little swatches with the little brush, only because you want to make sure that is their exact skin tone, and also you want to build up the foundation to your liking. If you go directly in and you're going with too much makeup, it will cause too much cakiness throughout the makeup and it will be too heavy on a client's face. So this is a good technique I want you guys to try out, especially if you need help with matching skin tones. You can match the chest with the neck. Just try to do swatches on their face. And then I'll begin to blend out that foundation. I also want you guys to write this down and remember that less is more. Less is always more. You don't have to put in so much foundation. You can build that coverage. Now it's time to conceal, and I'll be going in with a concealer that's at least 2 shades lighter than their original skin tone, just to bring some more highlight and some more lift to the face. And I'll be going in with Tan Deep Sand and Mid Tan Golden from Tarte Shape Concealer. So a lot of you guys ask me, how do you make the under eye so full coverage and light? So I love a bright under eye. I feel like it brings out my clients' features. It brings a whole lift to the face. So I go on with the creamy radiant concealer from NARS. I'm so sorry, ladies, I do not know this shade, but I'll make sure when I find out, I will put it in the description box below. But I like to add that full coverage to the Glamz. A lot of you guys ask, how do you make it look like she's a filter? Like she looks like a walking filter. And this is basically how. I lift the eye by adding another piece of coverage. This is very optional, you guys. If you're trying to master this Jada and Ari look, this is very optional. I'm just extra, y'all. But if you do it, listen, kill it and tag me, honey. The only way you will master a smooth under eye is you have to tell your clients to look up. You have to have a clean slate where you'll be blending underneath the eye. You cannot blend carefully with them looking down or anything. You have to look completely up, even if it's on yourself. Also, make sure that your beauty blender is damped. And also make sure you blend out that under eye before you begin to bake. So today I'll be baking the under eye with the Laura Mercier Air setting powder in the shade Translucent. And I'll also be setting the remaining of the face with the Sacha Buttercup in the shade Banana. After lining up her bottom lash line with the brown shadow, now I'll be going into bronze my client. I'm going in with the Morphe 8D palette, which is one of my favorite bronzer palettes. And I'm going in with a shade that is at least 1 or 2 shades darker than her original skin tone. So I know you guys are like, dang, Lashay, you even cream contour. So I'm figuring out that I like to try different techniques within myself. I'm going through 10 to 15 clients a day. So I want to at least not do the same steps over and over. But I'm noticing that I really love using less products. So a look like this, I really feel like I don't always have to use cream contour. What if you don't have cream contour? How are you going to master a face? So you have to challenge yourself to look at different ways. You'll try to do different things if something was to, happen or you can't do it. So I like to try different things, and I honestly feel like the bronzer is more soft. Now I'll begin to set her nose contour, and also I'll set right underneath that cheekbone just so I can make sure that her face is structured, just to pop out those features. For the lips, I went in with the Morphe lip liner in the shade Trendsetter. I also topped it off in the center with some concealer from L'Oreal Infallible Wear Concealer in the shade Toffee Caramel. And I topped it off with a pink nudish gloss from Milani in the shade Champagne. Now I'll be setting and pressing in that powder. So first I'll be going in with the Studio Fix Press Powder from MAC. And this is in the shade NC50 and NW45. I went in with one shade that is light just so I can bring out that brightness underneath her eye and make sure that it pops. And also I'll be setting the remaining of her face with the other shade, which is her exact skin tone. Blend out that harsh line very smooth and good. Make sure that you just press it in with that pressed powder. And also when you are lining up that nose contour and also with the cheek contour, just make sure that you're not going in with too much of the setting powder because it will be very cakey and very hard for you to blend out. For highlighter today, we'll be going in with the MAC highlighter in the shade Gold Deposit. And also, we'll be going in with the mascara. As you guys can see, I love this mascara. This is new to me because usually I'm a fan of the Maybelline. But I'm trying to get a hold of this one. This is highly requested, so I'm trying to get a hold of it, but I love it. And with the Milani highlighter in the shade 04. If you guys go look at my other tutorials, I love that highlighter a lot. So I just went in with that highlighter and the tear duct just to make an extra pop to her look. I'm so excited that I got to push out this video, and this is the end of this look, ladies. This came out so raw. If you guys like this video, make sure that you comment below with the fire emojis, and also let me know what else you want to see. And I'm so sorry that I've been so busy with the clients, but I will make sure that I push out more videos for Christmas because you guys deserve it. And thank you, Raw Babes family, for 200K subscribers. I love you guys so much. It's only up from here. I'm so happy that I get to teach more people across the world, and it's a blessing that you guys are all coming together and learning from this channel. And I just want to say I love you guys so much. On all platforms, go follow me. If you guys are a girl Raw Babe fan, go follow on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube at LashaysGlamz. Raw Babes, and also the new Raw Babes to this family, I just want you guys to really take a moment to yourself and realize that you have to have faith. You have to manifest. You have to push all that love and all that faith and all that dedication into your business in order to make it grow. In order to have a good growing business, you have to be humble. You have to push through. You have to believe in yourself before anybody else believes in you. So I want you guys to pray on it. I want you guys to speak into existence and say, I will be an entrepreneur. I will be my own boss. I will be a makeup artist. I will be a hairstylist. You got this, and keep going. I want you guys to hit that subscribe button and also press the notification bell so you can be the first to see whenever LashaysGlamz posts. Period. I love you guys. Mwah.